Good morning, guys. Amanganga manga. Taking out the trash early morning. Guys, it's a blistering cold outside. This is the coldest it's ever been since this winter started. Look at that. What is that on the display? Go here, metric system. The back. That's what it is in Celsius. Right here in the United States, Midwest. Wow. Can you believe it? I mean, it's been colder, but that's been many a years ago. So, I made me some coffee here. Well, not coffee, I made some tea. Had to, because it's very, very cold. Green tea with some honey in it. Actually bought me a cup. Gosh, it is so cold. Got this. I got this to keep me warm. I got my asawa, my Filipino wife, to keep me warm, and I have this to keep me warm. Thinking about this. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to drink this tea. Let me add a little water to it because it's extremely hot. I'm gonna get out of here. It's always good. Yeah, this is always good. I need to change this back because it's got my tire pressure settings on a different number. So then I need to change this display mode back to US. It's got all my numbers on the dash, a different number. So how you guys doing over there in the Philippines if you're there? And I got a buddy named Jay Maverick. Jay Maverick Show. He's in Arizona. I really want to get to Arizona. If I can find a good ticket, I'm going to travel to Arizona. Look at my eyes. They're so puffy. Oh, what time is it? Too early. All right, it sounds like my car is warmed up now. The RPMs has dropped back down to 1. It was hanging around 2 when I start the car up. Got my winter gloves. I need to put this top back on here because my teeth trying to spill. Guys, there's not a day that doesn't go past to where I don't think about the Philippines and the people in the Philippines. The respect, just the way the Philippine people respect me and respect everyone that comes over there. If you come over there with a good mindset, it's just unbelievable. Like, that feeling is... The feeling to be respected, it is so great. The feeling to be not kind of singled out, it feels good. At least that's the way I feel when I go over there. I don't feel like I'm singled out. They always make you feel like you're part of the family. I mean, granted, they know that you're a foreigner, but the happiness, it's the segregation part of it. You know, like, the vibe is just so different. And that's why I love it. That's why I love it. And, you know, a lot of people talk about they're going to move to the Philippines. I even talk about it because I think all of that overrides a lot of stuff. But I know it can be very hard there for some people, okay? this thing is built. I know it can be very hard for some foreigners living there, because you better make sure you have some type of income. Okay. Look like it's trying to snow. I see snow flurries. But you better make sure you have some type of income, because it can be very, very difficult for you. Okay? A lot of people see that province life and see how it's like the country here. In the United States, we call it the country. Okay? Or the sticks, way back in the sticks. And some people like living like that here, but the sticks is way different than living in the Philippines in the province, right? It's just different. It's more, I mean, it's tropical. You can grow about anything you want without a problem, depending on the elevation you're at. But some people can't handle that. Like, they think they can handle that. They build a house way out in the province, and then they have all these issues, and they're like, they can't do it anymore. So they're just forced to kind of go back to the Western lifestyle, right? So if you're like, for me, I see it like, if you're really, really not in tune with being in the sticks or the country or the province, like, that life is not going to be for you. Because some people, they have this fantasy. See, hey man, this car like right next to me. They have this image and this fantasy of, this is going to be great. I see how they're living out there. You know, you can help them out because you got a little extra money. You can make life a little bit better. And it may not be for you, okay? Because I've known a few people that tried that, and they can't handle it. Like, they don't spend all their money to do that, and they can't handle it. And they're kind of forcing their way back, or easing their way back to the civilization, Western style of living back in the Philippines. Like, they're forced to kind of move over in like Manila, move back to Cebu or Iloilo, you know, Davao, back to the city areas. But yeah, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drive. I want to stay focused. I want to drink my tea, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, the more I drive, the colder the car gets. Look at that. -7. All right, guys. So I came to get some gas. It's about 8:24. Guys, the temperature has dropped. The sun is coming out, but the temperature is down. Look at that. It's getting colder. Wow, this is so dirty. Guys, this is crazy. Let's go to display. Units. Metric. Done. Look at that. In Celsius. Wow. You would think it would be colder when it's dark. But it's so cold, guys. Oh man, I cannot wait to get my feet in the sand here. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I don't want to sound like just over excessive talking about the Philippines, but I mean, some of you guys understand. You already know where I'm coming from. Like, this is getting old. Like, this stuff is getting old. And I'm still trying to figure out a way. Like, I don't want to wait until all the way until I'm retired to just get out of here, right? Is there other things that I could do? I mean, I can follow some other people. You know, they say be a digital nomad, work online, and all this these things. But this is what you fail to realize, because I know a couple of people that's a digital nomad, and this is one thing that they don't tell you. Your goal is to be free as possible from the matrix or the workforce, but you still have to generate money, so that still take up your time, and you're still online working for someone else. So you're making money, but you're still helping the other person on the other end make money off of you. You still have to get up and put in the time and either be some type of call agent, or you online trying to sell something while you're overseas. Like, I don't know. I think it's okay to a certain point, but I think it's kind of ridiculous in a way, because you're not really meeting like the goal that you want to achieve. I mean, it is a step closer, and you can just pack up your laptop and just go wherever you want, but you still kind of clocking in, okay? Because if you don't do it, you will not make no money. Okay, I don't know what happened. I think my camera stopped. But if you don't clock in, pretty much, and you don't go and do those jobs online, you're not making any money. Granted that the time that you spend online is maybe less. Like, you don't have to do it from an 8-hour day, but you can spend maybe 4 hours, 6 hours or something calling people, trying to sell something. I don't know. Like, for me, that's not me. That's not the kind of thing that I want to be into. I don't want to be into nothing like that. But I don't know. I'm just trying to find other ways as quick as possible. And if I had to give any advice, if I had to give some advice to you younger people, like especially if you're in your 30s and younger, definitely if you're in your 20s, and if you're listening and you're in your teens, I'm going to give you some valuable advice. Work now, play later. I'm not saying don't play at all, don't go out and have fun, enjoy yourself, but try to accumulate as much money as possible, and try to take that money and put it into something that's going to help you make more money. Like, buy some property, okay? You can buy property and pretty much use it as a savings account. You buy that, hold on to it, and then when you're ready to sell it, you sell it. I mean, hopefully there's a buyer, but the value of the land is going to go up, because it never goes down unless the market crash. And if you can buy condos to fix up, well, there's not a lot of condos in the United States. I guess it depends on where you're at, but you see more condos when you like in the Philippines. But you buy these units, just like kind of like apartment style, and you fix them up and you lease them out. You can do a house, but a house is a lot. Like, it's a lot to deal with. Apartments are easier if you can, a smaller unit, if you know what I mean. But stack your money. Try to make as much money as possible. And for you guys that live at home, like, there should not be any excuse that you should be stacking all your money and not spending it on the clubs and going out partying and, you know, trying to splurge and act like you have all this money when technically you really don't. Okay? There's some people out here. There's some people out here that really act like they have all this money, which really is limited, right? Some people are making some decent money on a weekly basis or whatever they're doing on their side hustle, but that money only goes so far, right? And then they end up buying all these expensive cars. And that's another thing, guys. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Don't buy those expensive cars. Like, you really don't need that. Like, think about it. Like, the reason why you will buy that is either because you want it, or You buying it to impress other people because you want people to see you in it. People don't care about that. They don't care, because people that see you in that car, they could be your friends or just anybody, and they just want to ride in it. Okay, because they want to have that feeling of having something nice to ride in. So that's why you bought it, right? So just don't buy it, because those friends, they're just going to disappear. They're just going to fade off in the distance. Because if you didn't have it, they wouldn't be there. Okay? I'm sounding like I'm preaching, but I am a little bit. But it's just for like the younger generation, guys. Stack as much as possible and get out of this situation. You don't have to be in there. You don't have to be in the same trap that everyone else is doing, because you're kind of brought up to do these, like, you're brought up to go to work, make money, pay your bills, and keep doing that for 20, 30 years, or maybe even longer, until you retire. There's some people that are in their 60s and 70s, and they're like doing little side jobs at Walmart until the Social Security kick in. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think anyone should be, I don't think it should be allowed. I think it should be against the law to make someone work all the way until 70, or all the way until, 65 to retire. And you know for a fact that most people are going to have health problems by then, or it's going to be soon coming. Like, that should be against the law. It should be against the law, and they keep raising it. That should be against the law, because your life is pretty much over. You can't even enjoy it because you don't work so hard to give the government your money. I don't even want to get into it, guys. But like I said, it's cold here. What time is it? It's cold here. I'm about to go look at the stock market, and that's another thing. Learn the stock market. Learn how to use the stock market, and definitely learn about crypto. Okay. I'm about to go look at the stock market because I have another stock channel. Okay, and I need to upload to that. And see, this is another side hustle. Have multiple YouTube channels. Okay. Have multiple YouTube channels, because at some point you can get monetized on those YouTube channels and you can make some money. There'd be some kind of money rolling in, okay, along with your Social Security. But I have to go, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.